right, hey Sagittarius, welcome back to Miss Dropwood. It's your girl Melody. Please pay attention to birds at this time. I'm just saying, pay attention to the birds. So let's get into your message. What we'll be doing today is to see what's coming towards you for the next 7 days. So let's just pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you use me as a vessel to guide the sign of Sagittarius. I ask that you negate all negative and harmful energies and send it back to its sender with peace and love, dear God. Amen. So we're going to be seeing what's coming towards you guys for the next 7 days. Acorns may be of significance too. So let's just shuffle. Give me a moment. I'm going to get all the cards and then we're going to have a conversation about it. Okay. So shuffling for Sagittarius. Shuffling for Sag. Okay. Some of you guys may feel a little stuck at this time, or you feel like you're stuck, but really you're just being asked to go with the flow. And I'm getting go with the flow, meaning pay attention to the signs and signals here. Pay attention to the energies around you. I'm getting here is that you're being masked here. You're being masked. That's what I'm getting here. It's like you're being masked. I don't know by whom or by what. I'm just getting here. It's whatever instruction you're being given here, Sagittarius. You're being masked. It's like your protection. So you being in this hangman energy, being asked to surrender, is really your protection here. It's your protection. So just be mindful of that. So don't feel as if you're being walked all over or you aren't, standing up for yourself. Just remember that there is a time to fight. And I heard there's a time to write. So some of you guys may write. So maybe instead of like fighting, focus that energy on writing. Okay, Sag? So rechannel it. But I'm just getting here. Don't think that surrendering means that you've lost. Sometimes surrendering means that you've already won. Okay? So let's see. Shuffling for Sag. Ooh, that one flew out. Shuffling for Sag. Some of you guys are going to be traveling. I do see a lot of travel cards here. A lot of travel cards. Yeah, three of ear at the bottom of the deck. I want you guys to pay very close attention. In this three of ear, the figure is standing on someone, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like you're on somebody's neck and you don't even realize it. I'm not getting here that that's the main point of the reading. I'm just getting here again, going back to that surrender. You're being masked, Sagittarius, and I'm getting here it's for your protection. So don't feel as if you're in a position where you're being used or led astray. It's just that sometimes that's just the way. That's just the way. And I'm getting here is that you just need to go with the flow. You are aware that you're dealing with a sneaky person or sneaky energies. Yeah, this may have to do with, your living situation or home life here with the Siren of Earth. I'm just getting here is that you're aware that there are energies around you that you cannot trust. And this may have to do with money or just some sort of physical, I heard allowance. It's like somebody wants an allowance from you or they feel like you owe them an allowance. So bearing that in mind, someone here may feel like you owe them something and they may find a way to get it out of you, right? That's the type of energy I'm getting here. Like this is someone who feels like you owe them and they're gonna find a way to get it out of you in some way, shape, or form. So I'm getting here is to be aware of that, that there are sneaky energies, someone who may actually steal from you. Again, as I said, someone feels like you owe them, like an allowance. It's like you're supposed to be giving them something and they're gonna find a way to get it from you. I'm not sure if they're going to be successful. I'm getting that depends on how you react here. Going back to my opening statement, go with the flow. I'm also getting that this may also be a test for you in regards to like um how you identify with material things. So that's like the smaller piece of the puzzle here. It's like how you identify with material things versus someone who believes that you owe them something and is willing to take those same material things from you out of the sake of saying, you owe them. That's what I'm getting here. Like someone feels like you owe them. Piccolo may be significant. So I'm getting like Dragon Ball Um, yeah, I'm getting Piccolo Dragon Ball, like the first ever time that Goku fought Piccolo. I don't know why that is coming to me. You may be an anime fan, you may be into Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Um, let's keep going. I'm getting here is you're going to be getting good news. You're going to be getting good news despite this person's tactics. Um, I'm getting it won't work. It won't work. I'm getting slow and steady wins the race. You're being asked to just be practical, to take your time. I'm getting here, don't be dismissive, but be smart, Sagittarius. Again, surrender. Go with the flow. I'm getting it's going to be slow, but change is coming. Yeah, positive changes coming here with the Ten of Water. I'm getting that you're moving to calmer grounds. You are receiving good news soon. You will be receiving good news. I am getting for some of you, you're going to be able to move out of this situation. We have the Six of Ear, Ten of Water, world energy. So some of you may actually want to travel. And I'm getting for a lot of you, you are already aware that this is what you need to do at this time. I'm getting that you are the High Priestess here. We do have it ending off with the High Priestess. For some of you, you've already gotten the sign, the signal, and even the message that this is what you are supposed to be doing. As I said before, you are being masked. You're being masked at this time, and it's very important that you surrender and go with the flow of the situation. I'm getting serpent energy. It's like you're dealing with a serpent and you're being masked. I'm getting like God is covering you, He's masking you. He's masking you as the very thing the person is coming towards you as. You get me? So, again, going back to what I was saying in the opening message, you're being asked to surrender, go with the flow, right? You're being asked to not fight. You're being asked to not overreact. You're being asked to take your time and just allow things to happen and understand that just because you're not fighting doesn't mean you're losing, right, Sag? And I'm getting here is that you've already gotten the message here that that is what you need to be doing. But what you don't realize is because you aren't showing your full strength and your full power, you are matching this person's energy, whereas they are already showing you that they've met their threshold, right? So it's almost like, you're in a race, you're running, you're in a race or whatever, and you have only been running at, your 50% strength. I don't know what you want to call it, right? But that's how I can describe it. It's like you're only running to 50% of what you can actually reach, whereas your opponent is already at 85 and you don't know that, right? But the spirit is telling you that they're at 85, right? So by the time your opponent gets to 100, you still at 50. So when it's time to pass your opponent, you dust them. You get me, Sagittarius? It's like you dust them because you have been keeping yourself on reserve. So I'm getting here is like you're being asked to keep yourself on reserve so that you don't pounce at the wrong time. And I'm getting here is also so that you leave a good name for yourself in the midst of this, because I'm getting whoever this sneaky energy is, there's something about them in regards to the rest of the world here. I'm just getting here in regards to the sneaky energies that maybe you are now finding out how sneaky this person is, but everyone else knows. I'm getting here is that a lot of people have gone through this situation with this person. This may be your first go around with this person, but I'm just getting that you're being asked to take it in a different way. It's like you may be someone who watches tarot, who also does divination for yourself. I'm just getting that you've already gotten some sort of like message about this, that this is also what you need to be doing if you already haven't been doing so, right? It's like your intuition is telling you better is to come, but right now you just need to lie low. You're being asked to lie low. Again, pay very close attention to birds. I'm getting there's a lot of synchronicities that are occurring with you in regards to birds at this time. Again, piccolos may be very important. Dragon Ball. If you used to watch Dragon Ball as a child, think about I'm getting here to think about the one character that always comes to mind. And the first one that came to mind is Majin Buu. That's who came to me, Majin Buu. And remember how he transformed so many times. Like that saga was long. Like that's when I decided I was done with Dragon Ball. Like it was lengthy. It was being drawn out. And maybe that's what's going on here. Someone here is drawing, they're drawing. They're like making something bigger than it has to be. They're making something bigger than it has to be. And that's why I'm getting you're being asked to not put too much energy into this, to not take yourself out of reserve because it's not that deep, Sag. It's not that deep because whatever is necessary for you to create the change to get away from this. And I am getting a lot of you guys are getting away from this. I'm getting here with the 10 of water here. I heard fire, fire, fire. I don't know, that may be significant. Please be mindful when cooking. Yeah, I don't know, fire just came to my mind. So just be mindful when cooking, or if you're doing anything with an open flame, just be very careful. But I am getting is that you are moving into a better position here. This could just be emotionally, because again, this person is trying to get under your skin. This person is trying to get under your skin. However, I'm getting here with the cycles of life is that going back to what I said about you being masked, you're being masked because this is also this is in relation to someone else's cycle, right? So there's something that Lauren Hill says, right? She's like, everyone doesn't, she was talking to like some college students and she was like, God uses people, but not everyone realizes that God will use you for good and bad, right? Everybody wants to be used for good things. Nobody wants to use for bad things. Prime example, my previous Taurus reading, right? I was explaining I don't want to deliver bad messages, but that's just what it is sometimes, sometimes the message is just what it is. And I'm getting here is that you're being used in a way where you're showing up as somebody negative or someone bad to this person who is in the 7 of Swords here, but you don't realize that you're just an actor in their world right now, right, Sag? You're an actor in this person's world. I'm hearing you're here to teach them a lesson. Can I get confirmation of that? I'm getting that you're here to teach them a lesson. Sarah in the ear, confirmation. Birds, pay attention to the birds. I heard an ambulance in my head, like wee woo wee woo wee. So pay attention to the signs and signals. You're being used in this person's story, Sag, and that's why you need to play it the way you're being asked to play it, because it's not about you. Whatever is happening in your life right now, it isn't directly about you. It's really about this person who's trying to undermine you, but you're being used as a piece in their story. I'm hearing that you're being used to make a checkmate here. But the test here for you, number 2112 may be may be important. 212. I didn't mean 2112. I meant 212. This is a test to see how well you listen. This is a test to see if you can get the job done. And this is a test to see if you can get the job done without getting in your ego, Sagittarius. Remember what I just said about Lauren Hill. When you're being used for good and bad. And the only way you can prevent yourself from being an actor the way that you need to is if you allow ego to get into the way. And I'm getting here that this is a test of your ego to see if you will let your ego get in the way of instruction. Okay? I'm getting here like if you're gonna let ego get in the way of instruction. Any closing messages for this for Sag? Anything else for Sag? We have the 3 of Fire. I'm getting here you're on the right path. Something is gonna happen in Aries season, so just be aware of that. I am getting here is that you need to be aware that I heard goons. I don't know why I'm hearing goons. It's like this person may find people to help them in their scenario, or even though this is the type of person who is trying to get back at you, it may not be them directly who is doing these things to you. They may use someone else, like that sort of stuff. I heard tattletale. It's like they have someone watching you and reporting on you. So be mindful of that. But I am getting here with the Three of Ears that, you're moving in the right direction. You're pushing in the right direction. I'm just getting here is that you need to stay focused on the goal here. Like, look at this Three of Fire. She's up there, she's mixing away. Like, look at how focused she is on that cauldron or bowl or whatever you want to call it. But then there's like a whole party going on down here. So don't get distracted. I'm getting here to stay the course. Absolve yourself of ego. Remember instruction and understand that you're just playing a role in somebody else's story right now, and it's not about you. Okay, Sag? It's not about you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next one, Sag. Bye.